Hi everyone, Fabian here. Today I'll walk you through the basics of Semantic Kernel and how to get started with the Copilot Agent Plugins, CAPs for short. We believe that CAPs empowers developers to effortlessly build GenAI experiences by transforming natural language into seamless CRUD actions using the Microsoft Graph, changing the way that we developers interact with Microsoft 365 data and how we innovate. Now, Semantic Kernel, the way that you should think about it is like a platform where everything is managed by a central kernel object. This kernel can register plugins and services and use planners to decide which plugins to invoke and when. And it also can use agents to dialogue back and forth amongst itself or humans to perform actions with these plugins and/or services. To start, services can be like Azure OpenAI, it can be like OpenAI chat completion, or it can be a local model, like what you see me doing sometimes in my videos. Or it can just be about any service that you want to serve up using dependency injection. Plugins are going to just invoke functions, and they can be best served via a REST API, native code that people already have in the field, or other OpenAPI services like CAPs, what we're going to be talking about here today. So how does this work with our Microsoft hats on? It's best to look at it just as just agents, not declarative agents versus custom engine agents, but one where they complement each other and can be used interchangeably. Hosts can be like declarative agents that you see on the screen, custom engine agents, or any other OpenAPI services. In turn, they can communicate with various different backends, whether it's your line of business application, surfacing your own APIs internally, Microsoft Graph API, like we're going to be talking about here today, using the classic REST CRUD, or other Microsoft APIs, serving up other Microsoft 365 data. Or if you're working with other 3P ISVs, or you yourself are an ISV and expose your API to the world, as long as you front-end it with an open API specification, and the way that we do ours in CAPs is by using Kyoto to point to it and then trim down that into what's best served as a Copilot plugin for very discrete scenarios. That's the way that we allow that to work. And developers can create this for you if you don't already have it already. Now, by doing this, you're able to ask questions in natural language directly to Microsoft Graph. And in fact, how it works is that you can have either a raw prompt or a meta prompt, and it's sent across the wire. And whether in that one utterance you have a statement that requires it to reason over several different endpoints, the plugins in Semantic Kernel get to decide which plugin to action for which information it needs and get that information back to you. And we plan to do this for additional services that we have here as well. So in plain English, CAPs enables developers to create and perform Microsoft Graph calls against M365 data, or execute function on any other OpenAPI services through plugins in Semantic Kernel. Now, we communicate this as custom engine agents also to show the continuum between declarative agents and custom engine agents, where a low-code developer can create a solution in Microsoft Copilot Studio and a professional developer can take over, and vice versa. Now, we've heard that our customers want greater control over their models. We've heard directly that customers, for instance, either have data that's best managed through their own embedded model, or they also said that they see gains in having finely tuned models tailored to their data or that respond better to their agents. Customers have data in different systems of records as well. They may also want to provide their own set of instructions and grounding for that data that suits their specific scenario and their needs. Customers may also want to leverage their own native APIs and native skills. They've already built stuff out there. They're not starting net new. So they may already have a class, and that class using Semantic Kernel or the platforms can just have a simple decorator on their methods in order to extend that, which will provide better time to market and also simplify their code base. Now, the one that we've heard that topmost is the one where customers say that they want better insights into the black box. Something as simple as a pre or post processing, different tool calling options. Sometimes it's just better end-to-end auditing. But what's certain is that they want more control over the execution flow. Others want to leverage their own brand while having seamless connectivity to Microsoft 365 data. Some want to have it show up in their own web apps, in their mobile apps, sitting embedded inside their platform while their customers are in their flow of work. Now, by integrating CAPS with Graph API and Semantic Kernel, developers can build responsive systems that adapt to their workflows in M365 environments and beyond, a theme that we're hearing more and more. Now let's move into a demo to see how this works, and please use the links here to get started and provide us feedback on how you think CAPS will work for you.